Welcome to Introduction to Diagnostic Medicine. This brief orientation lesson gives you an overview of the goals of BMS 205 and also how to successfully negotiate our course. I am Susan Stileski. I'm a clinical associate professor in the biomedical sciences program at UW-Milwaukee. I also am the director of e-learning and academic initiatives in the College of Health Sciences. This course, BMS 205, is fully online, and the tools that you need to successfully negotiate this online classroom are available to you through the learning management system. I do conduct live weekly office hours. Please consult your syllabus for information about office hours. You may feel free to phone me, and you may email me for grading questions or questions that are personal or confidential. But there are also tools in the online course site that will make communication easier for all of us. Each lesson will contain learning objectives. The purpose of the learning objectives is to target your study to the learning for each subject or module. This will help you focus on what is important to know. So the learning objectives for this module include explaining the course structure and syllabus content, identifying your instructor and course assistants and knowing how to contact us, stating course evaluation criteria, describing the purpose and the structure of recorded lessons, defining proper course communication, critically evaluating academic honesty and integrity, and evaluating UWM campus resources available to students. Again, please consult the syllabus for course communication conventions and the use of the Canvas tools for communicating. We'll try for a 24 to 48 hour response on weekdays. If you email, please format subject lines as BMS 205 Group X, that's your discussion group, plus the reason you are writing. It's important for you to do this so that we can keep track of your messages and provide a timely response. In-person meetings are a good option. I welcome meeting you in person. Please reach out to me if you would like to come to my office. And we also have a Facebook site. This is really just for interesting information and additional information. It's not required. No required details will be posted to the Facebook site. We are using Canvas for course materials, and in each module you'll find a reading assignment. So this is essential for discussion and for content learning. You'll have a lesson, a recorded lesson similar to this, and there will be assessment with each module, which may include a discussion, will include a quiz, and may include an additional assessment or assignment. Our modules open on Monday at 8 a.m. and they close Sunday at 11:59, and you are allowed approximately 2 weeks per module. Work as your pace allows. The recorded lessons are important, so be sure to take advantage of them and the extra materials included. These are intended to provide a deeper background and understanding of the subject, and also to introduce you to the types of resources that you may need to access in your personal and professional life regarding healthcare issues. You'll find call-outs that direct you to important key concepts. You'll find learning activities to deepen your understanding, and you'll generally be directed to pause the lesson playback when viewing these videos or activities. And you'll also have notes, which are available for each module section. The notes are essentially a script of the lesson. It's very useful to add your own notes. What are the learning goals for this course in general? So we've talked about lesson learning goals and how those direct your study for each module. The course goals include general education. This is a natural science general education course, the UW Shared Learning Goals, which are outcomes for all graduates of the UW universities, and then college learning goals, which I think are important, including information literacy and academic integrity. You can also find these goals outlined on the course syllabus, and we'll discuss them a little bit in this introduction. The UW Shared Learning Goals were adopted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents several years ago. You can read them here. The bolded items are those that we specifically address and integrate in this course, BMS 205. So they include the ability to think beyond your own discipline or your major or your area of concentration. They include critical and creative thinking skills. They include information literacy. And in our course, we also address ethical reasoning. You can find more about the UW Shared Learning Goals in your Canvas course site. This is a general education class in natural science, and general education courses at UW-Milwaukee are intended to form foundations in their areas of designation and to form a basis for your lifelong learning. The goals for this class include developing knowledge of the physical and natural world, developing your intellectual and practical skills, including inquiry and analysis, developing critical and creative thinking, and also information literacy, and developing foundations and skills for lifelong learning. Assessment of your learning of these goals will be accomplished through critical analysis and discussion assignments that test your application skills, quizzes that will test your understanding of material presented in this course, and some assessments. Some of these goals are very specific to the details of the diagnostic disciplines, and some of them are more general, what I call power skills, or skills that you can apply both in your personal and potentially professional life. You might wonder how much time to spend on this course. UWM has a credit hour policy. Online courses take approximately the same amount of time as face-to-face courses. Of course, the difference is rather than listening to lectures, you in the online section are more engaged in and responsible for your own learning. This is a 3-credit course. A rule of thumb for most college courses is that you should spend approximately 3 hours for every credit hour. You will be able to be flexible with the time that you spend listening to lessons, reading text assignments, taking quizzes, and responding to course assignments. You can expect to spend about 9 hours of time for this 3-credit class. If you find you're already knowledgeable about a content area, you can move ahead. And if you need more time, you can do that too. The graduate assistants and I will be contacting you if we notice that your participation is lagging or your performance is suffering. If you find yourself spending substantially more than 9 hours a week for this class, please let me know so I can help you to negotiate the class more efficiently. Let's talk a little bit about academic integrity. Integrity may be the most appropriate word used to describe the person who willingly and consistently acts in accordance with societal standards or moral values of a society. In this case, we're talking about integrity in academics. It's critically important that you do your own work. Please be sure to review the academic integrity policies of the university and the College of Health Sciences Honor Code. It's important for this class and every class, also important for your professional and personal lives. And here's some good advice, I think. There is no right way to do a wrong thing. So pretty hard to justify a wrong thing with anything that makes sense. Academic integrity means honesty and responsibility in scholarship. Academic assignments exist to help you learn, and grades exist to show how well you achieve that learning goal. All the work and all the grades should result from your own understanding and efforts. So the point is not to finish the class and get your credit. The point is to finish the class and get your credit, but learn some things and actually change the way you think. So how will this class change the way you think? Well, you'll learn about the technology associated with college learning. You'll learn new and important vocabulary. You'll learn to recognize important diagnostic procedures and make value judgments about their use. You'll learn to critically think about medical information and the use of ethics and access to advances in medical care. And you'll learn the value and importance of the diagnostics, professions, and procedures in the health system. I am looking forward to working with you this semester in our virtual classroom. Please know that you have accountability, and so do we. You'll get out of the class about what you put into it. And in this class, you will learn that teaching is not telling, but rather about your ability to construct your own knowledge. You have to be active participants. We will strive to provide constant and timely feedback. I do always want my students to succeed, and you can do this. Please be sure to access and complete all of the introductory components for BMS 205 Introduction to Diagnostic Medicine. You can read on this slide a few more points about my expectations for me as an instructor and for you as a student. To finish up this module, you want to complete the introductory assignments, which include a quiz and a discussion. And you can begin Module 2 as soon as it's available, but no later than next week. Let's get off to a great start and a great semester.